I just realized we all wear all black basically, and it's hot as shit out here.
The sun's finally out in the Pacific Northwest.
Welcome back, episode 54.
We're doing it out here.
We're out here.
Skamania Lodge.
Yep, in the great Pacific Northwest.
Let's go.
Into the woods. This whole episode is gonna do a bit of a dive on the conference we have coming up, Into the Woods.
Hell yeah.
We're out here at the venue, which is super cool. So
yeah, the log cabin Dan built for the podcast studio is dope, but you know, being outside, it's freaking nice out, dude.
yeah, it's a beautiful day. Columbia River is right over there behind us, which is cool.
Yeah, didn't Lewis and Clark come floating down that river right there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Couple 150 years ago or something?
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
For sure. Cool. Well, let's dig into it. So what do we got? We got July 30th, 31st, and August 1st.
Yep. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's gonna be a blast. We're freaking hyped up for it.
Yeah.
Summer madness.
Yep. It'll be beautiful weather out here.
Yep.
Should be sunny. Should be a great time. Let's kind of back up a little bit because it's almost like, why are we doing this? You know, why here? Why this venue? And you know what makes it different than, I guess, other conferences? We used to host basically these retreats for the company where we'd go out for a week. You know, all of us would chill in a house and this and that. And we started getting clients that were asking like, hey, can we come out and spend a couple days? Like, it looks fun. It looks educational. You know, and we're like, that'd be amazing.
But Dan always does a great job of marketing our trips. You know, we could just do them and keep them low key, but Dan always will make a zine. We'll get a bunch of blog posts out of it and just
do a full branding for it. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely a super dope branding kit with it. You got to. I mean, Dan found this place. And yeah, I mean, this is like a perfect fit. It matches our vibe.
It's a retreat on steroids, you know.
It's literally
exactly.
Yeah.
Take what is that to the next level, you know.
Yeah.
And
everybody stays here on the premises. You know, you're in the big hotel behind us, the lodge.
They got tree houses too.
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
You can book a tree house and stay out in the woods if you want to.
Yeah,
which is super rad.
Yeah, since we're out here, there's so many other available things too. You know, it's like there's camping out here. There's a bunch of other things you could do as in part of this vacation experience. You know, while you're here as well. So consider that.
You know, Alana's gonna bring her fishing pole and get some fishing in before,
That's
after.
That's right.
Yeah,
she's a gnarly fisher.
Yep.
Yeah, she's into it.
So bring your boots, bring your fishing poles.
Yeah.
And most importantly, bring some sunscreen because I don't know what is going on up here. We might be closer to the sun. I'm not exactly sure, but you get burnt easy.
Yeah, so we are encouraging people to either come early or stay a couple days later to basically explore and enjoy this area because there's so much to see and do. There's a ton of waterfalls, ton of hiking, the river, fishing, all kinds of cool shit.
I mean, this is one of the most beautiful areas just in the whole country. So it's picturesque.
We've always had a lot of people saying like, oh, I want to come visit you guys sometime in the Pacific Northwest, and it's like I've heard that countless times, and this is the chance, you know, like we're so stoked to have this all come together in this way. So if you've been ever thinking that, you know, sign up. Everyone
will arrive on Sunday, so we're gonna have a kickoff party out here on the grass and that whole deal. So
we've got a shuttle lined up at the airport.
Oh yes,
for people that needed a ride out here.
Yeah,
the shuttle sounds fun, dude. I kind of like, you know, I'm like, should I get a ride on the shuttle?
Yeah,
it's probably gonna
that's
be
where
like
the party starts. You know?
To get, you know, a little loose on the bus and have fun. And by the time the bus pulls up, I'm sure they're gonna be hyped up, you know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to make sure there's some road sodas or something on the bus. So
and if not, some refreshments right when they, you know, get here.
So we've got a spot on our website where you can add that to your ticket. When you're checking out under general admission, there's a little drop down that's an add-on to it. Or if you scroll down to the bottom of the ticket page, that's also as a separate item that you can purchase as well.
So so that first night, we're going to have entertainment, drinks, food out here, outside to kind of kick off the conference.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. Have a good time. Don't stay up too late, because that next morning we're going to be roll right into it.
Getting to work.
Yep. Monday morning, wake up. We're going to have coffee. We have CC, a local company that's going to have a motorcycle side cart, like super sick coffee stand. Come downstairs, grab some of that, grab
Get
some
primed.
breakfast. Yep, get primed. And then we got a big ballroom that all the speaking is going to happen at. 8 speakers over 2 days. So 4 on the first day, 4 on the second day. In between that, we have 4 workshops on the first day and 4 on the second day. So
yeah, it's a good setup, because I mean, you can, if you want to get super educated, you can take the workshops. If you just want to take a little breather and come outside and hang out, there's so much shit to do out here between disc golf and regular golf and putt golf and
we got zip lines going through the trees,
aerial parks and some beers to drink. So yeah, it's a good spot to hang,
With your purchase of your ticket, you get lunch, dinner, and then happy hour drinks. So
yeah,
that's all
Love
included.
that.
Yeah, and the ticket. So
that's a pretty good deal, dude. I mean, I don't think we've ever been to conferences where you get too much, So that's cool, man.
Yeah,
a little different.
Exactly. During the day, if you don't want to do a workshop or you just kind of want to come out here and hang out, we're going to have some activities that we are putting on. We're going to have a cornhole competition that Dave's in charge of figuring out the logistics of that whole deal. So
heck yeah, we were getting warmed up for that at the office the other day.
Yes, we were. There's going to be a scavenger hunt throughout. Like, this is a huge property. There's trails that go out all through the woods. So there's going to be a scavenger hunt on one of the days where there's going to be 20 items out in the woods that you need to find. End of the conference, we're going to hand out some awards and things for cornhole, for the scavenger hunt, and different things. So it'll be cool. All right, let's dig into. Let's talk about some of these speakers.
Cool.
I'm excited. Kind of the group that we put together.
We got a pretty sick group. I mean, a good diverse group from skills ranging all across the board. One of the first ones that come to my mind, we were just talking about him, Ian Williams. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason of who's first, but he's just like a cool dude. I mean, I knew of him as like having a cool coffee shop in town, and come to find out he got a Jordan shoe like years ago. And how many people have their own Jordan shoe? Like, it's just like one of the coolest things. I mean, I think I want a Jordan shoe, you know what I mean? So
he basically was a janitor at Nike, basically got in, was like, I love Nike, I want to get my foot in the door, I want to do something. Boom, janitor, ends up working his way in, getting his own shoe.
And the shoe is like a wet floor sign, which is sick. I mean, you can go on StockX right now. They're still for sale. I mean, and this was way before the whole sneaker hype, the sneaker freaker era. So just good on that, dude. That shit is so cool. And then now, he has a cool ass coffee shop that's like a sneaker based dead stock coffee, and he's just a big pillar in the community. And after hearing him speak at some of his speaking events, like, the dude is just legit and inspiring. Yeah. And I'm glad we got him.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's making moves.
And then Alana. So let's talk a little bit about Alana.
Yeah.
Like,
awesome
we've
person.
Been fans.
Yeah, for a long time.
The studio has been fans for a long time.
We talk a lot about, like, if your designs look like who you are as a person, it's almost more successful, and she embodies that, where she'll do the dopest texture work on a fish that you'll see, and then the next day on her stories you'll see her out there fishing with her partner. So she's just about that life, and her art looks like that style, and she happens to just be a rad girl too. So it's really a perfect fit for the kind of outdoor vibe thing that we're doing.
If you're into fishing, reach out to her and
set up she'll have some knowledge for you.
To fish with her out here.
Even some of the work she's done, I mean, she has some amazing, like, I think Patagonia pieces, some Yeti pieces. I'm like, ooh, I kind of wish I did some of those pieces.
Yeah,
they're
she's
awesome.
actually involved in a workshop as well. So keep that in mind as we get to that.
Let's dive into that real quick. The workshop.
Okay. Yeah. So she's got a 2-person workshop she's doing with Brett Stenson, and they're gonna be doing a
forest bathing
workshop,
which I didn't know what that was until looking it up, and it's pretty cool. I mean, they're gonna go out there, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of like you like touch trees and get energy, and I think they're gonna do some sketching along with that. So something unique, something different. I mean, I feel like every conference has like, here's how to draw, So, but they're doing it in their own unique way, and it's, if you follow Brett, it's like, it's on brand for both of them. It's just perfect.
Get your butts out of the seats, behind the desk, get up, go do something out in the woods. That's what this is all about. So
exactly. And I mean, and that dude's super dope and great designer. I mean, I kind of just got put onto him, and he might be the best. I don't know. Super dope. Carves wood. He's just out there, and he's a Portland dude as well. So it's perfect fit.
Yeah, we're excited about that one.
So yeah, next on kind of the speaker list, we're gonna be doing a panel. I like panels,
Totally.
And it's something that we don't see that often at some other events. I do like to have, when you get to watch 3, 4, 5 people sit down and have a conversation back and forth about a topic. I think it's really cool. So we're gonna have a panel. It's gonna be Dustin, myself, Thor Drake, who is a local guy here in Portland.
Local legend. If you're familiar with the Portland scene, everybody knows of this dude. I mean, he's like, there's probably 3 people that stand out as the, Portland people, and he's that guy.
Yeah, he's done some TED Talks that are really good that you can look up. He was stuntman on Jackass.
Yeah.
He's the first 2 Jackass movies.
He'll huck it on a dirt bike.
Yeah.
He went to advertising school at Wieden and Kennedy. He's got amazing ideas. I mean, I think you probably saw a commercial we just did with him where he drops his phone in the toilet and gets poop on it. And he's just fun, wild dude. You never know what you're going to get from him.
Runs his own event of his, called the One Moto Show, you know what I mean, which is crazy big, and we've got to be a part of the last couple of years, which is really fun. And he's doing some really awesome things in Portland area. So
yeah, if you want to learn a little bit more on Thor, we did a chop up with him for the branding of the One Moto Show episode.
Maybe 26. I
we'll
got a
pop it
feeling
up.
26.
You think it's 26?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that episode was cool because it was the first time we ever did branding for a client and showed it to him live on camera. He never saw anything, and we got
real
his reaction right then and there. And it's kind of
Yeah.
scary. He could have been like, "Yo, this shit sucks,"
Could have went south.
and just got up and left. So yeah, cool dude all around.
Yeah. So then the fourth one to join us on stage for the panel is Bryce Wong.
Can't leave this dude out. He's a legend. If you're on Instagram, follow Bryce Wong. Dude is a unique character. Jordan and I always kind of talk about what makes certain people cool, and it's just kind of them being themselves, and they're not afraid to hide who they truly are. And this guy is the embodiment of that. He represents hot dogs as hard as you can. He does Brazilian jiu-jitsu. He'll skateboard. He's a 3D artist. He designs shoes. So you're kind of like, who is this guy? You kind of feel like you got people in a box sometimes, and this guy's not that.
Yeah, that dude's a Swiss Army knife, man. He can do it all, really. I'm excited to see or listen to that panel, I look at him through his Instagram and try to keep up with him, but, man, he's doing something all the time, staying busy. He's inspiring for sure.
Yeah, so it'll be good. It'll be us 4 on stage. We'll kind of dig into kind of the future of design and what's happening right now and what it looks like as we move on. So
heck yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cool. So moving on down the list, so Sasha Strauss. So he's a good friend of the studio. He owns a large agency down in LA called Innovation Protocol, and they're very heavy on design strategy. So, which to a lot of people, and I think people coming to the conference and things, like strategy design is a bit different, and you approach it a little different than, say, just a traditional, graphic design or ad agency or whatever it is. So he has a lot of great topics, a lot of good things to talk about. He's done some really good TED Talks on the love of branding, and just a great guy, great speaker.
You can't spend 5 minutes without walking away from him thinking, wow, I just picked up on a nugget. He really does drop gems, and he's a really great one to have in the lineup, I think.
All right, so one that we're really excited about as well, 1, 2, 3 Clan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the couple, the 2 of them. I mean, I don't know. I can just fan out
back,
on them.
yeah.
I mean, they're just probably the best, really.
They've been in it for a minute.
Ever.
Yeah. They've always been around, so at a high level too.
Yeah, husband-wife duo, it's like what every designer probably wants, you know what I mean? And
I'm sure you guys have seen their work if you knew you saw it or not. It's on inspiration pages. It's been on the internet for years and years and years. These guys are true OGs in the game.
If you don't have their book and you got a collection of books, you better grab their book.
Yep.
It's been out for a long time, but it's a amazing book.
Banger.
Yeah, they're definitely a pillar in the design community. I mean, they're top 5, no question.
Yeah. All right, let's keep moving because we got a lot of people on here.
Yeah.
So
paper's going crazy.
Yeah, it's going nuts here. So we have Cynthia Maller is coming out. So she super interesting. So she is the Walmart head of 3D creative technology. Like, so crazy, right? I mean, you have Walmart that is just a massive, obviously, brand and company. So she is running the 3D technology for them.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes, which is cool. So I'm super interested to hear.
Yeah, that just sounds crazy and high end and yeah, kind of intimidating a little bit. It's like damn, head of 3D technology. Like, even curious what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Her and Bryce will probably have a lot of stuff to talk about.
I think so. Yeah. So to hear her talk about like what is happening now, what things are going to look like in the future, I think is going to be priceless. So moving down the list here, so we have Matt Dawson and Tony Diaz coming out.
Let's go.
So Tony from industry, Matt from crop, good friends,
for a
friends,
long time,
partners. We work together and partner with them to bring pop-up crop out to Portland.
I mean, if you don't know Matt Dawson, it's Stay Gray Ponyboy. On Instagram, and you may know that as him and not Matt Dawson, but yeah, dude's
and Tony as Tony Industry.
I didn't know his last name was Diaz until right now.
Runs Industry Print Shop.
Brandon had put Tony Industry on the thing, and I'm like,
well, so did I. I had it on the website too.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, that's how he has it on his gram.
Yeah, no, totally. So yeah, we're excited for these guys to come out. They're gonna be talking on basically putting together community and how important like community is in design and in our industry. Pause.
Yo, was that a 4-wheel drive on a golf cart? What do we got there?
Something's happening behind us.
Is he playing Kodak Black in there?
Was he?
Yeah, it's gonna be cool because they are gonna speak on community. Design community.
And if anybody knows best about building a community, I mean, he's been running crop for I don't even know how many years, 5, 7, 8, 10
I think
years.
He's going on 9, yeah.
And he's been holding it all over, Louisiana, Texas. I mean, I think he tried to do it on a cruise ship one time, which was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And Tony, dude, he's just down. He's down to crank. I mean, you can appreciate how down he is to do whatever.
Yeah. He is a hustler.
He's a go-getter.
He's a super rad dude. And Industry Print Shop does like the top notch. On apparel printing, kind of everything, flat stock, like the whole deal.
He's just the print god. Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop. I think that's their tagline.
It is.
And he fits that so much so.
That's gas powered, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can hear that right there.
Different sound to that one.
If you're going to buy a golf cart, get a gas one.
Just get a razor. Hit a Polaris, get a razor.
There you go. You know what else is that I'm super excited about, which I was thinking about the other day. So Mark Brickey is going to MC the event, right?
That dude could talk for hours and days, and make it good too.
Perfect guy for the job.
Like he's been in this industry for 20, 30 years. He knows, he's done the work. Knows how to talk it, knows basically the ins and outs, A to Z, so we couldn't be more excited. So what's crazy is I was talking to him the other day, and I was telling him, I'm like, good thing you stepped up and said what you said, because basically I was showing him the event, it's like, hey, this is what we're putting on, like this and that, and he's like, oh, dude, this seems amazing, like it's different. He goes, cool, I'm emceeing it. And I'm like, what? He's like, I'm going to be the MC. I'm like, dude, if you're down, I'm like, hell yeah, I'd love to have you as the MC. And he's like, fuck yeah, let's do this. I'm the MC. I'm like, all right, cool. So then when I was talking to him the other day, I was thinking to myself, like, we never had on the list, like, we need an MC. You know what I mean? So then I was thinking, when I was talking to him, I was thinking, what the fuck was I thinking? Was I thinking that I was going to be up there the whole time, like, MCing this event and, like, introducing everybody and doing all this thing? And I'll be up there and kind of help them and do some different things. But like, I don't think I ever thought about that part,
Yep.
Yep.
It's definitely a super important part. It's almost the face of the whole event, you know what I mean? And you got to be that guy that's super extroverted, talk to anything, you know what I mean?
Totally.
And Mark's that guy.
Yeah, and knowledgeable.
And if anything, we kind of talk about Mark here and there on our podcast, but he's the first person to put a microphone in front of our faces.
You're right.
So it's just like it makes sense, you know what I mean? It's just
like he's a part of our story,
especially online storytelling aspect. He started the story, he made it happen. So shout out to Mark.
Came up with the Bones Brigade of design for us,
so
you know what I mean?
Good.
Like, wow, thank you for that.
I just want to know which skater I am, Hopefully I'm not Mike McGill. Sorry, Mike McGill. Sorry.
Oh, shit.
Airspeed.
So, yeah. Anyways, you'll get to hang out with Mark Brickey. He's going to be running.
He's awesome.
Running the show out here. So
legend.
Yeah, stoked for that. Cool. Let's jump into some workshops. Jordan, you want to kick it off with yours?
Yeah. Dave Tolbert and I are doing a topic on custom type and font design. We love type. It's one of the core elements of design and graphics and what we do. It can help tell stories in such a great way, and we're really excited about that workshop. So
I'll be sitting in the back of the event on that one and taking that class. That's the problem with a lot of these workshops is like, ooh, I want to take that one and that one, and so it's kind of challenging to, again, to be an employee at one of these events. I'm like, oh man, like I want to be in on that one,
Yep.
For sure. Yep. So moving down the list here, so we have Beyond the Tools. So we have True Grit coming out. Andrew coming out all the way from Australia.
Dude, this guy
put on
is
a workshop.
so down. We got on a call with him and pitched the idea, and he was just so down. It's just like, oh yeah, no, I'll be there. And we're like, hold up, that's like a who knows what 22-hour flight.
You'll be there?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, no biggie. Awesome. I've been looking to come out anyways, and it was kind of like, wow, like this dude's really down, And to me, something that sets his stuff apart from a lot of other people that sell those products is he's actually a pro at using his products. Like he can draw with the best of them. He's maybe the best illustrator. He's so freaking good. So the fact that he has helped developing these brushes and using them, and he knows the best way to show them and everything. It's like,
as a user, he knows what he wants, and so he can create that.
And it makes sense why his product is the best because he is also that, you know?
Yeah, you got to check out his studio. Like we knew about him and his studio before he even probably thought about starting True Grit.
Yeah, Kindred Studio.
Kindred Studios. Dude's a great artist and designer.
Amazing illustrator. Yep.
Yeah. So
and we've been using his products for a long time now. Like it really does save us a lot of time, and we love the assets. Like they're amazing tools. Like
even if you're like a non-illustrator like myself, the stipple brush, poof, it's so sick, and it works well. It looks natural. The marker brush is so sick. He has this new marker brush that looks like a straight up marker from when you're elementary school, and
paper textures.
Even my wife, a non-designer, she'll like, oh, can I color on your thing with that brush? Because it's so dope and it feels so real, and you just got to figure out a way to get the smells, that marker smells coming out. And I mean, that's
iPad or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we cannot do workshops without doing an illustration workshop.
Have to.
Yeah.
Have to.
So it's cool because we have a few workshops, especially with the studio and the ones we're putting on that we're teaming up to put on these workshops. So I feel like you're getting more for your money in a way.
Yeah.
You're gonna have like you and Dave. You're gonna have the perspective and knowledge of two people kind of putting on these workshops. The digital illustration workshop, you have 3. Which is rad.
And it's our 3 best illustrators. So it's the fact that they can also do any style. Like, a lot of artists have one style.
They can meet a brief.
They could do any style, A to Z, whatever, as well as also be very, on time. That's the other thing is we know some other illustrators that, it's 40 hours for a piece for a whole week, where these dudes they're turning and burning, and it looks amazing. You see some of these dudes' sketches, and I'm like, yo, low key, that's final. And they're like, no, that's a sketch. And I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, no, let me finish it. I'm biased. Are they the best illustrators? Are they top 10 in the whole world? I would make an argument they are.
Yeah, so Brandon Hunsaker.
B Hart.
Yeah, B Hart. Damasso Sanchez.
Mega Supremo.
David Cabassa.
It's going to be like next level. Like, Brandon doesn't even have an Instagram account, so he's kind of hidden in this world, and we show a lot of his work on our page and stuff, but that guy is like an untapped well of knowledge that like he has, like it's hidden in a way. He's like a, elusive like ninja.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's going to be a good workshop.
Yep.
Yeah, these guys have never really, come together like this before, and to your point, I didn't even think about the whole Brandon thing of him not being online so much, and nobody really gets to talk or see him as much as the rest of us, so
even Damasso is online, but he's low key as well. You know what I mean? So he's not. Yeah.
So you'll be able to, take this workshop, Q&A at the end, and just really get to hang and dig into, how these guys do what they do. So it's going to be cool. We talked about Alana and Brett, their workshop that they're going to do, kind of the analog illustration out in the woods. You're going to go on a hike.
Immersive.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool. Then also from the studio, we have Jake and Franky. So they're going to do a workshop on the art of storytelling through motion and video.
That's right.
So, I mean, I think, nowadays we've talked about this, but It's not enough to whether it's a logo, an illustration, an ad, whatever it is. At some point, it almost needs to move, or you're going to lose people.
It does.
You know, so how do you do that? How do you tell that story? So it's going to be cool. I'm excited to hear that one.
Over the years, we've been ramping up that whole department, you know, in our shop, and it's been fun to see all the new things and capabilities that have came out. Like, as technology keeps getting better, these guys just stay on top of that stuff, and they're always doing something new, creating something wild, and it's pushing our studio's capabilities even further and further every day. And to see what these guys have to say is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, amazing logo will only go so far, and then you make it move, and then it's actually amazing. You know, I've probably said it on the podcast a million times. You know, I seen the Mona Lisa, didn't cry, but if you see watch Titanic, you will cry. So something about movement, audio, and the imagery, it just grabs you and does something different. Versus an image, you're kind of like, oh yeah, cool, on to the next one. You know.
Yeah.
People love content these days, and they want to see more about the back end of things, and they see like how you're doing your life and whatnot, and it's almost an expectation in a way in this era. And really so like the idea of basing it around storytelling and sharing your stories is what people are after and want to hear. So that's like prime and on point with the era and time we're in right now and in the future, basically.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. Moving down the list here, so we have Tyler Tolson from Denick. So if you don't know Denick, they are a notebook company. They super cool company. We have a ton of their notebooks. We have them for sale on our website. We've done some collabs with them. He has a really good story as far as like starting this company from nothing, growing it. It's a multi-million-dollar company. And he's going to speak on basically the business of collaboration, because a lot of his company is built on collaborating with, he does notebooks for Nike and a bunch of different companies, big companies, you know, and like that collaboration process, building a business up that, you know, you need outside basically companies and vendors and things like that they have to work with on a daily basis. So I think it's going to be a good one. We have a lot of people signing up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Every designer has like 30 sketchbooks, so this dude he's at the right place. You know, it's like
can't have enough of them.
You know, I got a bunch I don't even use, and I'm like, you see one, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that one. So
going down the list. So we're up next. Dustin and I are teaming up on a workshop.
Yeah, we're gonna do branding yourself personally. We've done something similar in the past, and it's always really fun to do. I always find it really challenging to do a personal logo. You know, if I need to do a logo for Dan or Jordan, it's easy. But if I got to do one for Dustin, it's hard. Who am I? What am I? What do I really like? You know,
it's easy. Can you bust me one real quick? I'm looking for a new logo.
It's always easy to see, you know, who someone is, like when you could see the whole thing. But when you're just you, you're like, you know, like I don't think I have a style, but you'd be like, nah, you do, and it's this, you know. So I feel like it's always really challenging to make a personal logo, and even the next step is like pushing that logo out in the world, and it's scary, it's hard, you know. It's maybe what Brandon and Damasso don't want to do, you know what I mean? But yeah,
and then taking the logo and building the things around it that become the brand, you know, just beyond like thinking about, you know, like your messaging, your like who are you, your market, like how are you reaching them, how are you perceived, you know. It's like it all funnels back to like your brand, you know, and what you're trying to achieve and say.
And beyond that, you know, we always think like, oh, like Nike is the swoosh, that's the brand, but it's a brand is really the feeling you get in your stomach when you see something. You know, you may see, and it could be good or bad. You know, we may see Harbor Freight, and the feeling you get is affordable tools. You know, you may see, you know, Home Depot, and you go, oh, middle of the line tools. So it's what is that feeling, and that's
perception,
really what a brand is. It's not just the mark and the thing that we like to hyper focus on. It's beyond that.
Yeah, we're going to show you how you can build that from the start, or if you already have it, like what does that look like and where do you go with it?
Totally.
So
it's almost like digging in deep on who you are as a person, you know, which shit kind of could be scary sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. So let's roll on to the last one here. So we have Cymone Wilder. She's coming out from Tennessee. to join us out here.
Yeah, Mega Supremo suggested her, and we were checking out her art, and it's like a perfect fit. I mean, we love type. We're doing a little more technical version of a type workshop, and she's gonna have the organic version of the workshop, and it's kind of cool. And we're doing that in a couple of ways, where we'll have the digital illustration and then the analog one. So she's the perfect fit for the analog one. And David was explaining to us how she does this workshop. It's called Deep Fried Type, I believe, and. Yeah, another one where I'm like, shit.
Sounds fun.
I need to sit in this.
I'm like, shit.
The technique he was explaining, you feel like you've heard of every technique ever, just because the internet. And then David was explaining this one to me, and it's like, I've never heard of that. That's awesome. Like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yeah, so don't miss out on that one. It'll be cool.
For sure.
And she's super chill, easygoing, just overall, it's just going to be good vibes all around, and then you may mix in 2 beers with the good vibes on everything, and it's going to be
get better, and
great vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to get involved in the party.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that leads us into the parties.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's talk about the parties. So yeah, that's the workshop kind of wrap up. So a lot of exciting things with the speakers and the workshops.
Yeah, backbone of the whole event right there. You know?
Absolutely. Yep. And then every evening we're gonna come out. We'll be inside. For all that, and then in the evening lunch things, come outside and enjoy the outdoors, the resort. We'll have live entertainment out here in the pavilion and everything every night. A couple open bars, free drinks, and so it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, even the music that is selected it almost fits this area super well. I mean, I'm like, through and through rap, but it's obviously not that. And what you guys picked was really cool and unique and fits this venue so well. I think you maybe saw him live already or something.
I saw
the other one.
I'm hyped to just get a beer and check them out.
Really talented people for sure.
Totally.
Well, Mojo Holler's one of them. We can say that. Yeah. Tony Smiley.
Tony Smiley's the other one. Yeah. So
great music, talented musicians. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So what are we missing? We got a lot going on here.
We do. I mean, we got food, drinks, speaking, workshops, games, all live painting. I'm trying to might sneak a can and do a little something on the wall. And
for sure, we're gonna be adding things as it gets closer as well. Might do some screen printing, so there'll be some stuff added on.
I mean, I want to ask every single person, vector or raster, and get that on.
We're gonna have a chop up set up for people to sit down, and we can run everybody through the question. And if we're gonna have, apparel is not gonna be. We can't do an event like this without some cool merch. And
of course,
we're gonna have some vendors out here and things like that. So it's all coming together. Don't miss out.
Hell yeah.
Come out and get we have a water. Let me show you this water bottle. Alana posted this recently. So these kits are going out to all the speakers and workshop hosts as well as sponsors. So everybody's getting this.
Dude, that bag is sick.
Yeah, kind of like an overnight bag if you want to bring it or whatever.
Shit, it's quality.
So you get this, and then inside you get 2 Denic notebooks that we were talking about, which are great notebooks. And then you get a kind of personalized ticket to the event, and then the water bottle. So the water bottles will be here to purchase at the event with some apparel and things. But it's kind of cool.
Stay hydrated, you know what I mean?
For sure.
There'll be beer in mine, but hey, y'all could do whatever you want.
That's probably like 2.5 beers in that thing.
That's a 30. That's a 32. Or
that was a 32. Damn,
that's a lot of beer.
Okay. Yeah. We have a great group of sponsors. Swag bags are going to be put together by Premier Press, so they are local here in Oregon.
Their name really says it all. Their shit is premier.
It is very premier.
It's easy to get into silkscreen world, vinyl world. I mean, these people do it all. Like, if you want something that's top notch. I mean, I think they did a couple Heisman trophies for some athletes, and I mean, it's just the best stuff.
And then Monster Energy, big client of ours, always been a great partner. They will be here supplying some energy. They have non-sugar drinks as well as sugar drinks. They have some cold coffee stuff, so that'll be cool. And then CC Coffee, like we talked about, they'll be here serving the hot coffee. If you want some water, Liquid Death is going to supply the water.
Everybody loves Liquid Death.
Yep.
Who doesn't love that?
I love it. So Innovation Protocol They're coming on as a sponsor. Like I was saying, Sasha, it's his agency. He is a speaker at the event, so they're pitching in and helping out put this whole thing on. Denick Notebooks. They are supplying the notebooks for everything in the swag bags, workshops, kind of the whole deal. So you'll see these all over throughout the weekend.
Awesome.
I need me a couple of those. Those look good.
Right. And then True Grit Supply.
The man.
Yeah, Andrew's going to kick in. There's going to be some codes to download some of his product.
So sick.
Yeah,
I mean,
so make sure you get some of that.
That's the one I want. You know, I'm going to have to get one of them cards because his product is just too good, you know, and yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Oregon Design Co., local printer here in town. They do these gnarly vehicle wraps. They wrap the motorhome. They wrapped our old trailer. So they're going to be helping us out with banners, cornhole boards, and everything. Like when we're doing cornhole, we're not just going to do some boring ass boards.
You got to get some fun graphics on there.
There's some fun cornhole boards going on. So Oregon Design Co. is going to be responsible for all that.
Hell yeah, we got some fun concepts too for those boards. We'll see if they, if it actually
make it off the cutting room floor.
It might be rated R, so we'll see how.
We got to keep it a little mellow.
PG-13.
Yeah.
So yeah, just really fortunate with the sponsors we have lined up right now. We have a couple others that are going to come on here soon. So yeah, we'll announce those as they do.
And if you see this and you'd want to be a part of it, feel free to reach out. We're still open to anything, and
for sure,
people getting involved. So
definitely,
I'm hyped up, dude. It's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be fun
to just hang. Have some beers at this fucking beautiful place.
Yeah,
this was great. We've kind of been building the stoke in the office, but doing this is like, dude, it's on, man. Let's go.
Yep. Yeah, so check it out on the website, Instagram. Tickets are on there available. We're actually running tickets through the end of May, 15% off. So grab those. Once this comes out, you'll probably only have like a week left to grab those, but I encourage you to do it now.
Be an early bird.
Got to, save some cash.
For sure. So yeah, excited.
Yeah, I don't even know what else to say, but like I'm fucking hyped.
Come on out.
Let's do it.
Let's go jump in the river.
Yeah, let's do it.
You won't. I might have my trunks on right now under my pants.
It's always ready right now. It's May out here. Like by the time everybody comes out, beginning of August, you can swim in the river.
Yep.
Right now, up here in the Northwest, May, no way.
That's all snow melt right there.
Yep. Mountain melt.
Yep. Yeah.
But hey, we got a pool indoor. 2 jacuzzis.
Hot tub,
Forgot about that. Yeah, pool.
We don't book a venue unless it has a hot tub. You know what I mean?
You guys could get dipped. You're good.
Cool. All right, fellas.
Awesome.
We got a lot of work to do to get this
right.
thing put together.
Back to work.
Yep.
Let's get it done.
All right.
Thank you.